Before we actually start, I want to talk about stand. There are different ways you can teach stand. And it depends on what your goals are. Do you want a nice, what they call a kickback stand, where the dog basically kicks its hind legs out and basically, thank you, jumps into a really nice stand? Or you can have a dog that kind of creeps forward, kind of stretching out, and then maybe one foot might come out and another foot might come out. The reason I kind of discourage that one is because say you play and rally for a while, you go, this is so much fun, I want to go to traditional obedience. Traditional obedience, you have a stand for exam, and you have your dog stand. They start at a sit, the judge says stand your dog, you stand your dog, and you leave your dog. Here's the problem. If you have your dog coming forward, what do you think is going to happen? They're probably going to take one more, maybe two more steps forward. Point deductions. It's very hard to work with your dog. You can absolutely train that out of them, but it's better, in my opinion, train it right from the start. So, how you're going to do it is you're going to have cookies, and you're going to show it to them and let them know that they can get up and get it. And as soon as they jump up into a stand, you're going to click and give them that cookie. Make sense? Super easy. I'll demo with Lucy. Come here, Lucy. Hi, baby girl. All right, so I have cookies right here in my hand. Lucy, sit. Good girl. Ready? Get them. Get. Get it. Get it. Get. Is she not comfortable jumping right now?
She'll come up a little bit.
Ready? Get it. Yes. Good girl. So did you see how I encouraged Loose to jump for that? So yes, in the beginning you are, if you will, luring it, but you're encouraging your dog to jump. Could you use a touch and have your dog target your hand and have them jump up for that? Absolutely. Once the dogs start figuring this out, they love it. My puppy thinks it's super cool and does it all the time. I'll put him in a heel position and I'll say, are you ready? And he'll just spring up into a very nice stand. Your hand position of how you're holding the treats will become your hand signal once you start fading the cookies out. Okay?
So when you are normally, do you normally have your hand like this?
When I'm heeling along, I'll have my hand like this.
On your belly, okay.
And then I'll say, stand. Or we're heeling along, sit, what a good boy, stand, and get them to stand that way. All right, any questions?
I like that, holding it on the belly, because I'll be going like this, because I have my treats in my hand, but then she thinks that means sit, because, I'm walking along going like this, because...
And other things with stand. You can work with them against a wall. So some dogs, when they jump to a stand, they like to swing the butt out. So this will help them be straight. The perch work and platform that I brought in the past 2 weeks, that will really help them be correct. Because if they jump on the platform and swing their butt out, the hind end's going to come off. So it's going to teach them to be really straight and aware of, I just can't fling my body around every which way.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, we've been practicing in narrow spaces, the sits and downs. Because she's the butt swinger.
Yeah. APDT is Association of Pet Dog Trainers. It's also governed by Cynosport. So it's APDT Cynosport Rally. It's similar to AKC. You can earn titles. There's level 1s, 2, and 3, like you would have your novice, novice, advanced, excellent. The difference, there's a few differences. APDT is really, really hot on the East Coast. I got its start on the East Coast. It's big. It's a much more relaxed venue of showing. It's warm, friendly, welcoming. The competitors are super helpful. The judges are amazing. And the thing with it is you are allowed to take treats into the ring. You are allowed to take treats into the ring and treat your dog at certain stations. So we have stationary exercises. This would be an example of a stationary exercise. After the completion of a stationary exercise, you can treat your dog. This is not an example of a stationary exercise, and you cannot give them a treat. So you are allowed to take treats into the ring, and you are allowed to treat them or give praise. There's levels 1, 2, and 3. There's also a puppy level for dogs 6 to 12 months, which is fabulous if you are just getting your brand new puppy started in a career of showing. They also have a veterans level for dogs 8 years and older. You are allowed to do exercise modification. So say, for example, Oliver, who has ACL injuries and he can never jump. I can submit an exercise modification form saying to the judge that Oliver cannot jump 16 inches. This is what he's going to do instead. He's going to jump 5 inches. You need to have a letter from your vet. The judges are extremely accommodating and they want to work with you. This is open to all breeds of dogs, purebreds, mixed breeds, handicapped dogs, handicapped handlers. Very warm, very welcoming. So if your dog is blind, if your dog is deaf, if your dog had to have a leg removed, everyone is welcome. They're just as welcome to handlers too. If a handler has a physical impairment that might make it difficult for them to compete, they will make exercise modification forms for the handlers. Like AKC, level 1 is done on leash. Level 2 and level 3, like your advanced and excellent, are off leash. Like AKC, level 2, your advanced, has 1 jump. Level 3, your excellent, has 2 jumps. Like AKC, similar to AKC, you need a qualifying score of 170 to get a title, to get your qualifying score. Like AKC, you need 3 qualifying scores under 3 different judges. 2 can be the same. So that's how you get your titles. APDT is really cool because you have combined championship titles. So you can be a level 1 champion. Then they have combined championship titles. So if you get 10 double Qs with scores of 195 or higher, you will get your Rally Dog Champion. And you get really cool ribbons. Did I mention that? Really cool ribbons. Those are the titles. The ruling of NQs are very similar to AKC. If you walk past a sign, too bad, so sad. Thank you for your donation to the club. Good, chalk it up to a good learning experience. If your dog eliminates in the ring, you are NQ'd as well. You are allowed to retry stations. Again, they hit you pretty hard for tight leash, if you have any type of tight leash. They're looking for teamwork and working together. We have some examples of some science here today, and you will find these signs are very similar to AKC. So this is an AKC sign. This is an AKC sign you will find at your advanced and excellent level. This is a sit, stand. This one, however, you will find at levels 1, 2, and 3. So, like AKC, you sit and you ask your dog to stand. They're identical, only for AKC you just don't perform this one at novice level. This one, the left about left, you will find this at all levels of AKC. You will find this one at levels 2 and 3 in APDT. Very similar signs.
I like how it says dog and handler on that sign. I think the other one should say that too.
APDT is very warm, very friendly, very inviting. For your offset figure 8 with distractions, oh, my phone went off. You have this at your advanced and excellent level. This is what we did earlier. You have your cones, you have your distractions, you do your figure 8 around the cones crossing the center line 3 times. Excuse me. Same thing for this one. The cool thing with APDT is you have what's called bonuses. Think of a bonus like an extra credit on a test. So you're going to have your course, depending on your level of anywhere from 15 to 25 stations. After you cross your finish line, the timing stops, and you're going to come up to what's called a bonus. And that's what it is. It's a bonus. It's 10 more points. So you start your course with a perfect 200, and the judge takes points off for tight leashes, etc. But then you have an opportunity to earn more points back or get a perfect 210. You cannot do a redo on this. You cross your finish line, you go and you do this, you have the opportunity to earn 10 more points, or 5, or 7. I would highly encourage every one of you to try the bonus. When you go to trial, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So that's how the super high levels, the serious competitors, they're turning in 210s, 209s because of these awesome bonuses.
And the level would depend on if the dog's on leash or not, right?
Yes.
Like on that one, is it on leash or no?
This one is a level 1 sign. So level 1 is performed on leash. However, for the bonus, it's your choice if you want to take the leash on or off. Because you're only going about 6 feet away from your dog. And you're calling your dog directly to you. So you have your choice of, watch Lucy, leaving the leash on and letting your dog drag your leash like Lucy, or you can fully take the leash off and call the dog to you. It is your choice. Any questions?